amazing world. It's been long that I'm not into YouTube, but this time it's a very important matter that I wanted to discuss to all of you guys. Anyone who could drop by to my channel, this is a very important topic. This is regarding for those employees, yes, especially for teachers and vaccinated teachers. There is a big problem right now that is happening in the Philippines, but I know this only happens for those who are not considerate, principals. That's why I'm not feeling well tonight. It's already I need to check what time is right now here in Kyrgyzstan. It's 6:35. So I would like to talk the topic regarding unvaccinated employees, specifically for public school teachers. So attention all public school teachers. So you still have the right, to fight your rights. Fight for your rights. Please speak for yourself. If you will not speak for yourself, then no one could speak for yourself. So it's a direct concern to my sister-in-law because she's a public school teacher, and she was advised to file a leave without pay for the reason that she is not vaccinated. I guess there are two of them who are unvaccinated, and after hearing the news that she won't be able to go to school for the reason that she is unvaccinated. And there are so many situations in the Philippines, like for example, not just in the Philippines, but in other countries as well. But here we are just lucky enough because it's not like that. Yeah. We can still go to the mall freely, even if we are unvaccinated. But of course, we are vaccinated and go anywhere. But then here, it's not imposed. Even if you are vaccinated or unvaccinated, you can still go to the mall. So it's not a big deal here. But in the Philippines, it's really a big problem, not just in the Philippines, as I've said, other countries as well. And there are so many rallies happening right now. And the only thing that we can do is just to pray. But if these things really touches your human rights, it affects your right as a human, then definitely you need to speak. The personal concern of this, the person concerned of this is my sister-in-law. She's a public school teacher. And as I've said, right after hearing the news that she couldn't go to work, we were so upset. And then we tried to ask her, like, did you tell your principal that if he could give you some alternative work, like just work from home, because other teachers are doing like that? She told us, like, no, I am not giving the chance to work from home. From that statement itself, we're talking with my siblings, and then we're talking like, it's not, rightful. But then we think that maybe it was really imposed in the Philippines. Like, if you are unvaccinated, then definitely you cannot work. But then today, we've been praying many times because my sister-in-law is such, an obedient person. After telling her after her boss told her, like, you cannot go to work, file a leave. She filed a leave right away, leave without pay. But today, I got a copy of the memorandum, and it's very clearly stated in the memorandum that vaccinated and unvaccinated employees should be treated equally. they are still, allowed to work. I would love to read this one, at least for those who can watch this video, and then you will be guided. And today, after knowing this memorandum, I talked to telling her to file a leave, and then her boss told her like you need to wait for another memorandum that will come. And then after a few days, she came back to school, and then she was advised again like there is a new memorandum, and then still you cannot come to work, and you need to do antigen test. You need to do antigen test every 3 days. And then today, I just knew that it's not every 3 days. It's every 2 weeks, not 3 days. And this is not only for unvaccinated. All public employees, all teachers, public school teachers who will get inside into the premises of the school should take the antigen test. Not only for the unvaccinated teachers, because we all know that having the vaccine is not an assurance that we cannot catch this COVID. Dili nila yun ang antigen test kasi dapat may recommendation from Red Cross na ubos na pang swab test. Pero may tukay daw na but saliva, di naman sila ako magpasab sa ilong. Gusto ko lang laway lang. Pero dyan sa new memo tanan dapat magpa-test. And for saliva test, natukay yan ang sabi ng teacher sa central. Di nila i-honor ang antigen test kasi see? Why? Nakikipag-chat kasi ako sa ano ko ngayon, di nila i-honor ang antigen test kasi dapat may recommendations from Red Cross na ubos na pang swab test. Rin, very clear man sa memorandum. Klaro-klaro, i-replyan ko muna. It's very clear sa memorandum na pwede antigen or PCR test. Nakasulat yan sa memo. And besides, hindi lang sa mga unvaccinated. Lahat, hindi lang mga lahat. Kahit vaccinated. Sandali lang. Lahat kahit vaccinated, dapat magpa-antigen. Antigen naman ang nakasabi. Para mag-guided kayo guys, ha? If ever meron kayo, if you have, any relatives suffering from this problem right now, their bosses are depriving their rights, at least you have an idea. Nag-decide akong mag-live talaga sa ano ba ito? Oh, uy, halala. Ano nangyari dito? Ay, ganito na. Ano talaga para malaman ng ating mga kababayan na manunood. If ever you have, a friend who is a teacher, a relative who is a teacher, this is the memorandum. DACO Task Force COVID-19 issues this memo on the mandatory antigen testing of all personnel. Nakatat ito sa DepEd memorandum. Reporting of site which has already started today, 5th of January 2022, the results of which shall be considered valid for up to 2 weeks from the date of testing. Antigen testing of all personnel. Very clear, antigen testing. Testing shall be on first come, first served basis before personnel are allowed to entry to the DepEd premises. Those who will not be able to log in time, pwede sila mag-biometric kasi halimbawa nahuli. Pwede sila report as ano pa talaga sila considered na nakaabot kasi ngayon biometric. So halimbawa nahuli kasi nagpa-antigen test pa. So pwede talaga counted as nagtrabaho ka. All personnel reporting on site regardless of the antigen test result or the vaccination status are also reminded to strictly observe the required health standard of all times. The DepEd, consistent with national and international laws, respects the rights of every person while recognizing the duty of the state to promote public health and general welfare, which includes protection of the equal rights of everyone to safety and health. The said policy does not and is not intended to unjustly discriminate against any DepEd employee who chooses not to be vaccinated. A DepEd employee who is not vaccinated is treated fairly, as he/she remains obliged to render work and receive compensation based applicable alternative work arrangements. And then yung sister-in-law ko, nag-ask siya ng alternative works. Pwede lang ba siyang makapag-work from home? And totally no. See? And his work or her work is not terminated of the sole ground of being unvaccinated, consistent with the above IATF resolutions as well as civil service rules and regulations. Hindi talaga pwede trabahuin kapag unvaccinated. You still have the rights. I hope ito ay makatulong sa ating mga kababayan. If ever meron kayong mga relatives na teachers na hindi na pinapa-duty ngayon, and I'm starting to talk to my sister-in-law that she should fight her right. She should take the antigen test. Ngayon, ang sabi na naman, hindi na daw pwede talaga ang antigen test. Sinabihan na naman siya. Dapat daw na naman, yung PCR talaga. Imagine ba? Hirap talaga, no? Pero I do believe na ang ating Pangulo and then ang Secretary is implementing this one, fairly. Ang problema lang, yung mga nasa baba na nagpapatupad, yun ang walang mga konsensya. Grabe talaga. I hope sila mabukas yung isip. Different guys, I am not really into YouTube kasi sobrang busy, and besides nagka-COVID. Hi, Shawi! Kamusta? Ko talaga. Basta Toots na alam ko na ikaw na yan. Gang, nagpaano lang ako siya. Oy, nagpalabas lang ako ng aking saloobin kasi sa Pilipinas bang sister-in-law ko. Tapos ngayon nakita ko ang memorandum, nabasa ko ang memorandum. Aking kasing sister-in-law is teacher. Tapos pinagsabihan na siya, pinafile na siya ng leave ng kanyang principal kasi ayaw nang papasukin ng school. And then nabasa ko ang memorandum. Hindi tama 'yun. Alam ko ikaw 'yan, alam ko ikaw 'yan. Kasi lahat ng mga whitey friends ko, kilala ko pa rin kayo. But sorry guys, sobrang busy. And then, these days lang, okay yung pakiramdam ko kasi hindi ka nagawa ni whitey. Parang ayaw ko na siya. Kasi parang, anyari, parang ayaw ko na talaga siya. Ngayon, naglabas lang ako ba at least kung sakaling may makapanood nito, at least malaman nila kung ano yung rights nila. Diba? Bakit pinalive? Kasi nga, hindi nagpa-vaccine kasi unvaccinated. Tapos may nabasa ako ngayon sa memorandum. Klarong-klaro, ewan ko kung mali ba ang pagkaintindi ko dito. Na dapat talaga, the said policy does not and is not intended to unjustly discriminate against any DepEd employee who chooses not to be vaccinated. A DepEd employee who is not vaccinated is treated fairly as he/she remains obliged to render work and receive compensation based applicable alternative work. Tapos, nagsabi siya na mag-work from home lang, hindi pinayagan, pinafile talaga ng leave. Her work is not terminated on the sole ground of being unvaccinated, consistent with the above IATF resolution as well as civil service rules and regulations. And then kawawa yung sister-in-law ko kasi siya ang breadwinner ng family. Yung brother ko, 1 year ago, nabulag siya. And then tumutulong pa talaga, kasi wala pa silang anak, tumutulong pa siya sa kanyang mga parents doon sa Luzon. Kaya ayun. At first, yung nalaman namin na ganito, sabi namin, sige, mag-pray na lang tayo na matouch yung mga nila, heart ng principal mo. Tapos ngayon, nabasa ko ang memorandum. Grabe ang ginawa. Hindi fair, hindi patas. Nagpapatupad na hindi tama. Kasi ang nakasulat dito, pwede pang magtrabaho, alternative work. Gawa ng paraan nila na mag-work from home. Kasi other schools nag-work from home, nag-antigen test, and then ang antigen test is 2 weeks. Tapos ang sinabi sa akin sister-in-law, magpa-antigen test ka every 3 days. Imagine, nakasulat dito, 2 weeks ang validity. Sinulat ko dito para mabasa ko kasi hindi na makakakita kung maliit na mga litra. Grabe, kawawa. Kaya tinawagan ko siya tinext ko siya kasi mahina ang signal. Tinext ko siya kanina na you fight your right. Reklamo. Yes. Kaya nga, ano na ako. Kasi ako hindi naniniwala ako, ang Pangulo natin nagsasabi niya na mga ipakulong yung mga hindi magpabaksin. Pero ano lang yun sa kanyang, kasi sa kanyang ano lang ba, sa loobin na talaga dapat magpabaksin talaga. Pero alam niya talaga ang batas. Kaya dito, inapprove niya, pero inapprove na ito sa President. Pero ang nakasulat dito, pwede pa rin silang magtrabaho yung mga hindi nagpabaksin. See? Imagine that. Pwedeng magtrabaho yung hindi nagpabaksin. Mayroong paraan gawa ng alternative work. And then ang isa pa doon na paglabag is lahat ng personnel, lahat ng working personnel na papasok sa loob ng school, premises ng school, dapat magpa-antigen test. Hindi lang yung unvaccinated kung magpatupad talaga sa batas. Pero anong ginawa? Ng unvaccinated lang. Tapos ang ginawa, every 3 days pa ang sinabi, 2 weeks naman ang 2 weeks naman ang validity ng antigen test na kasaad dito. See? Grabe. Anyway, ang ano talaga ang mga nagpapatupad sa baba. Kasi ako naniniwala pa rin ako sa sa Pangulo natin. Yung mga sabi-sabi na na ay papakulong yung mga hindi nagpabaksin. Man yan tutuhanin ng Pangulo natin kasi alam niya ang batas. Matalino yan. Abogado yan. Alam niya kung naglabag ka sa naghirap-hirap na ako dito sa aking pagtagalog. Basta yun lang guys. Kung mayroon kayong mga kaibigan, mga kapamilya na pinagsabihan ng ganito na file ng leave kasi unvaccinated, please tell them to fight their rights. Kasi pwede pa talaga. Anyway, kung sabihin natin na hindi talaga pwede, then goodbye. Accept naman. Yung sister-in-law ko, ready na siya if ever. Kasi mayroon siya sa lungs ba, may spot ba. Kasi din yan siya, nurse. Sana nag-abroad na siya pero may nakita mo na spot. Kaya ayaw niya talaga magpabaksin. Ayaw niya talaga magpabaksin kasi takot siya. Tapos irespeto naman natin yan. Nakasaad naman dito na dapat irespeto, i-treat ng fair, Ako nga dito, kung hindi lang talaga, ayaw ko din naman talaga magpabaksin, pero hindi man ako makapagtrabaho. Kasi hindi tayo makalabas kung hindi tayo vaccinated. Pero she is very much ready. If ever time will come na hindi na talaga pwede. Kasi yun ang pagkaalam niya na hindi na talaga pwede. Pero ngayon, kasi pinasabihan siya na, hindi ka na makapagtrabaho. Mag-file ka na ng leave kasi unvaccinated ka. Tapos ngayon, nabasa ko ang memorandum, pwede pa naman. Yun lang ang iisipan ko na mabuti na dapat malaman ito ng mga tao na hindi mabuti yung ginagawa nila. Kaya yun lang muna ng ako. Pero ayaw ko na talagang mag-YT kasi pagod na pagod sa sa trabaho, grabe. Tapos ngayon lang okay tapos time will come na mag-trigger yung allergic. Grabe yung allergic ko. Nagka-COVID ako dito kahit vaccinated ako. Grabe, mahirap huminga. Ngayong taon talaga. Hindi naman talaga ako nilalamig. Kahit mag-snow pa nga, maglakad-lakad ako dyan. Pero ngayon parang humina yung ko. But anyway, thanks God. Panginoon lang naman talaga ang may alam, no? Alam ng lahat. So yun lang po lang ang I hope nga malaman din ng iba yung rights nila. God bless us all. Shall we ingat dyan? Ingat. God bless ga. Sorry talaga. Medyo busy na talaga. And then, pag may time, ayan, dinadalaw-dalaw ko din kayo. God bless.